The thoroughbred is a magnificent animal, bred for speed, bred to compete, the sport of kings.
Wow, West Coast has it by 6.
It's the all-new Let's Go Racing from Parks Casino and Racetrack. It's action-packed and fun for the entire family.
3 of them are right together with 1 furlong to go.
Let's Go Racing is brought to you by the Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association. It's fun to see them run.
Welcome to Let's Go Racing. Danny Gibson here joining you with Dick Girardi, and we're coming to you right from Parks Racing. We're going to bring you all the best and latest in horse racing from around the country. On today's show, it was Haskell Day at Monmouth Park with lots of excitement, and our Parks horses made some noise along with some other superstars from this year on the track, as well up as Saratoga. Well, Dick, I was at Monmouth all day, and it did not disappoint.
That was a great day of racing, Dan. I wish I could have been there with you, but I preferred the air conditioning. It was a little hot on Saturday, so yeah, I was actually playing the Monmouth contest on Saturday. We'll get to that in a minute.
Definitely. Our Parks horses ran in a lot of stakes that we're going to talk about, and they brought their A game.
They did indeed. The Parks horses distinguished themselves very well. I wrote about it on Let'sGoRacingParks.com this week, but yeah, it was all about the Haskell Day, and Chad Brown all the way till the end.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to talk a lot about that. He had a record-breaking day with Flavian Pratt, who we saw here at Parks recently. Speaking of Parks, let's get to some local racing of the week. It was Monday's 9th race, a starter allowance going 1.1 miles. Interesting distance there for the $30,000 purse. These horses they had to have run for the $8,000 claiming tag or less to be eligible here. And our post-time favorite is the number 2, Exit Right.
Yeah, it's interesting, Danny. You mentioned the distance. We don't see that much except for like the Pennsylvania Derby and occasional other races on the dirt. But yeah, Exit Right, the huge favorite, 1-5. Jamie Ness coming off just a gigantic win against similar competition last time.
And all the way, it's 7-1 for our second choice, Double the Heart, Jeremy Laprida and Chewy. We see this team up. Chewy is Felix Flores Coba. That's what we all call trainer here. Felix, we call him Chewy around the racetrack, but we see them team up a lot.
Right, and Double the Heart last time second at Monmouth Park in an allowance. Prior to that, a good first at Monmouth Park. Now comes back home to Parks.
Yeah, well, let's send it to Chris Griffin with our local race of the week.
Jockey went 23-4 for that opening quarter mile. Still chasing there from second is Double the Heart. Hasn't been the easiest trip for Exit Right. Is in the clear, is out in the center of the racetrack in the red cap. Then comes Hidden Promise, who's ready to split rivals, is now challenging for the third spot. Exit Right is scrubbed along a little bit, is trying to cut into that margin as they are 4 across the racetrack with less than a half mile to go. Big Beautiful Wall is in behind them, and Mississippi. Jock O'Hare's got the lead. Hidden Promise is traveling well in second. Double the Heart is driven along. Exit Right, the big favorite, has not had the easiest trip so far, is making up ground 4 wide. Then comes Big Beautiful Wall in Mississippi. Minute 13 for 3/4 of a mile. They're approaching the quarter mile pole, and Jock O'Hare is still fighting. Hidden Promises right there. Exit Right is up on the far outside. Big Beautiful Wall saving ground, and it's a ground saving trip. Here comes Big Beautiful Wall with a lot of momentum to the inside, but Jock O'Hare is still fending them all off. It's Jock O'Hare in front. Exit Right is up on the outside, is trying to cut into the margin, but Jock O'Hare is very game. Jock O'Hare is now widening this margin.
It was Jock O'Hare and jockey Anthony Nunez getting the win. They had an incredible day. We're going to talk more about Anthony Nunez and trainer Tito Carlos Milan later. They had 2 wins on the day.
Yeah, they had a terrific Monday, and this horse was so game, Danny. I mean, 3 or 4 times you think, all right, they're going to go by him at some point. Not only did they not go by him, he draws off, wins by almost 5 lengths. Exit Right has had such an incredible year. I mean, 7 for 8, ran really hard at very difficult trip. Had to settle for second, but certainly in the running for winning a horse at Parks this year.
Definitely. I heard jockey Ruben Silvera tell Jamie Ness it was just kind of heavy. It was just, you know, I don't know if he was talking about the track was heavy, the horse was feeling heavy. He just didn't have that kick like he normally does.
Yeah, look, the heat has been brutal around here. It finally broke late Monday, but yeah, it didn't break in time for that race.
No, and Jock O'Hare, if you look, he's by sire midshipman.
Yep.
That's who Admiral Abe is by, who we're going to talk about in a little bit. Even though the distances are totally different, Abe's a sprinter, this is going long, I see a resemblance. They have that long greyhound-looking body and nice-looking horses.
Yeah, no, and this is 2 in a row. Last time by a neck at 26-1, this time by almost 5 at 11-1. I don't think the horse is going to be that priced next time.
Definitely, yeah, and they came back off a win from last time, so congratulations to them. Well, it's time for a break, but don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we're going to talk Haskell and talk about all the exciting stakes on that day.
Benevengo is the leader by 3/4 of a length.
If you want action and you want it now, you got to get the new Parks Racing mobile app. Wager and watch thoroughbred and harness racing from around the world. With the Parks Racing mobile app, it's easy to open and fund your account. Then place your wagers and cheer on your horse as they thunder down the stretch. With the Parks Racing mobile app, you'll easily make withdrawal requests, view the previous day's replays and results. Plus, open any new account now and you'll be automatically enrolled in the Parks Rewards program. The more you wager, the more you earn. Get the new Parks Racing mobile app and get in on the action.
Racehorses are pampered,
treated with care, and loved.
Nothing is more important than their health and their safety.
We do right by them,
and they do right by us.
the hard-working folks
Who proudly earn our living.
In Pennsylvania's horse racing
and breeding industries.
Horse racing is a lot of fun.
but it's so much more.
It provides tens of thousands of jobs,
Jobs and billions in economic impact each year.
all across the Commonwealth.
Horse racing in Pennsylvania. It's a winner.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. We're getting a little crazy here on the set, so let's jump into some national coverage brought to you by the Chapman Auto Group. If their emblem's not on the back of your car or truck, well, you paid too much. You just did. So let's get right to Monmouth Park. It's the Grade 1 TVG.com Haskell $1 million purse. It's a big one for 3-year-olds, going 1 1/8. And our favorite is Jack Christopher, who we got to see out at Kentucky Derby Day win the Pat Day Mile for trainer Chad Brown.
And won the Woody Stevens super impressively on Belmont Stakes Day. Huge favorite. It was interesting. The morning line favorite was just always wrong. Taba was the morning line favorite. I'm not sure why that was decided, but Jack Christopher 3-5. Chad Brown trying to finish off a perfect graded stakes race day. He had won them all up till this time, and Jack Christopher. The only question, Danny, coming in, he's by Munnings. Was 1 1/8 going to be too far?
Definitely. He looked great. And Taba gets second choice, makes the return of Bob Baffert to the Jersey Shore. Bob was not on the scene to get his normal hot dog like he likes to get at his hot dog joint, but Jimmy Barnes was there.
Right. Bob comes sometimes. Jimmy always comes. He's going for Haskell number 10. Taba was so impressive winning the St. Anthony Derby in his second start. It's interesting, Danny. I watched the Derby again Saturday morning. I thought Taba ran well. I thought he tried. It was just too much, too soon, and he was up near that scorching pace where everybody that was near it, as we saw that day, just fell to the back of the pack.
Definitely. And we could see Taba develop. I don't know if you guys out there got to see. He was feeling good, feeling his oats coming off the racetrack, jumping in the air, but you could see he got a little bigger, a little stronger looking.
And the local story is Cyberknife, Brad Cox going for 2 in a row. Of course, Mandaloon won when Hot Rod Charlie got DQ'd last year. Florent Giroux. But the big story at Monmouth Park is Al Gold, the owner, has been going to Monmouth Park forever. And it was obviously a huge deal if he could find a way to win New Jersey's biggest race.
Well, I'm sure Brad wants to win the right way. Mandaloon won via DQ. Well, let's see. Here is the call of the Grade 1 TVG.com Haskell.
Long shot Benevengo will go to the 6 furlong pole as the leader by a length. Jack Christopher will track him in second. Taba close up third. Howling Time inching up on the outside takes the third spot as they get to the backstretch. Then it's One Time Willard. 2 lengths clear of White Abario past the 5/8 pole. Cyberknife inside of him and King of Hollywood. They're covered by 8 lengths. Benevengo is the leader by 3/4 of a length. Jack Christopher is a comfortable second, and Howling Time is clearly third. Taba has lost a little bit of ground being pushed along, and Cyberknife coming through inside of him as they head to the 3/8 pole. And now Jack Christopher is up to take the lead. Jack Christopher puts his head in front. A big run from Howling Time with a 3-wide bid at the quarter pole. At the rail, Benevengo, just behind them, Cyberknife, and then Taba. They turn for home. It's Jack Christopher in front. Howling Time. Taba switches to the outside, and he's now putting in a strong bid. And here comes Taba. Taba in the center of the track with good-looking strides. Squares off with Cyberknife. Cyberknife takes the lead. Taba going with him. These two in a thriller. Cyberknife just in front, and Cyberknife has won the TVG.com Haskell.
Cyberknife up the rail with Jockey Florent Giroux, who just had a beautiful ride on this colt for Brad Cox. And Cyberknife was feeling good. Brad Cox actually had to lead him on the track, take him away from the groom, and he had the shank over his nose. He was being a naughty boy.
Yeah, it was his first triple-digit buyer, Danny, in the best race of his career, and that's saying something for a horse that had already won the Arkansas Derby. But a 102, and as you said, a terrific ride from Theron. At the top of the stretch, he had a decision to make. What are you going to do? He dove to the inside. That was the winning move. Mike Smith, unfortunately, on Taba, the horse just didn't want to be inside. You could see it. He wanted to get out of there. And when he got out of there and came outside, he came with a gigantic run to be second. And Gun Runner, the sire of sires these days, runs 1-2. And Florida Drew, of course, said that's my favorite horse because he was on him when he was the horse of the year. I thought Jack Christopher ran well. He just doesn't look like he wants a mile and 8. They'll probably drop back to the Allen Jerkins. Maybe the Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile would be a long-term thing for Jack Christopher, but he ran well. This is a track record. The old track record had stood for about 2 hours, 1:46:24. This was the fastest track I have ever seen for a major stakes day. They beat Spendebuck's record of all great horses from back in 1985, and they beat it twice. But good horses. Cyberknife, I think, in the Travers. Maybe we see him here for the PA Derby as well. I don't know where Taba's going except here for the PA Derby because Baffert, of course, cannot run horses in New York. So look forward to seeing Taba here on September 24th.
Yeah, big win for Alan Gold of Gold Square LLC. Here is more with the winning connections.
I wanted to win for years, and I've been an owner for 20 years, and finally we got a win, so it's terrific. It's indescribable.
This horse has a great story behind it. His name, he's got a great name. Were you worried at all when you saw him down on the rail behind the speed? The speed's been fast today. Did it concern you at all going into it?
Yes. I know the horse had a lot of talent. We were worried about drawing the rail, but I saw when he broke sharp, we were confident. Flo took him back a little bit further than I thought, but he moved at the right time and just won, and it's terrific.
A lot of emotion there, not only from owner Al Gold, but from Katie, the exercise rider for Cyberknife. She also rides our beloved PA bred, not just one time, and gave Cyberknife a big kiss on his nose. They had to be so proud of this horse because I know they put a lot of work into him. He can be a handful at times. Brad said often the good ones are, and they just put it all together today.
That's what horse trading is all about. Get these talented horses to finally get a chance to show it on the track by calming them down. He was still a little worked up, as you said, before the race, but he ran great, and he's now a player in the 3-year-old division.
Well, let's keep it going up at Saratoga. It's the Grade 1 CCA Oaks, that's hard to say, a mile and an eighth for our fillies and mares, $500,000. And our favorite is Nest. She runs second in the Belmont Stakes recently for trainer Todd Pletcher.
And we saw her live at the Oaks, the Kentucky Oaks, when she ran second to Secret Oath as the favorite. And of course, Secret Oath is in here as well. It's really those two. I mean, Nest is 4-5. Secret Oath is 6-5 for Wayne Lucas, her first start, since I thought a pretty good fourth in the previous.
Yeah, a small field, but all the right girls, that's for sure. Here's the call to CCA Oaks.
Society wants to go on with it and wants to go up to challenge Nest for the lead. And Society now has the lead with Nest a close-up second. And then Nostalgic and Secret Oath on the outside. The opening quarter went in 24 seconds. It is Society who leads here by a half length. Nest is in between horses. Nostalgic is 3 wide. Secret Oath is 4 wide. These 3-year-old fillies are stacked across the track. It is Nest who now puts ahead in front. Society is down at the rail. Then it's Nostalgic and Secret Oath racing right together. And it's a big break. Back to Butterbean in 5th. Opening half mile in 47 and 2/5 seconds. Nest is the leader as they head for the far turn. Secret Oath now makes her move on the outside, and the two of them hook up here. It is Secret Oath on the outside and Nest on the inside, midway around the far turn. It is Nest on the inside with a head in front of Secret Oath. The front two have opened up a half dozen lengths on Society and Nostalgic, and Nest is getting clear from Secret Oath, who's being asked for more. Nest is in front, 3/4 in 1:11, and they head for home here at Saratoga with Nest the leader. Nest in front with 1/8 of a mile to the finish. Secret Oath could not keep up with Nest today. It is Nest who is opening up on the field. Nest putting in a Grade 1 performance today. Nest, much the best in this Coaching Club American Oaks.
Nest, Megan Rapoli, one happy guy. I love the celebration with him and his family. You know, they look like they won the Kentucky Derby every win. And that's just the feeling you get, you know, when you're in this game. To me, she was the best.
Yeah, she was tremendous. I mean, she won by a dozen. At the top of the stretch, you're saying, oh, this is what we were waiting for, right? The duel between Nest and Secret Oath that lasted for about 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Nest ran away, 104 by her. It's interesting. Todd says probably come back in the Alabama, but he's also thinking maybe Travers against the boys. We'll see. Secret Oath, that obviously was not her A game by any means. She'll come back and run better in the Alabama. And all things being equal, I think we'll see Secret Oath here for the Cotillion. I know Wayne said down in Kentucky he planned to be here on September 24th. I don't think we're going to get Nest because I think they're going to want her run her longer at that point.
Yes.
It's kind of what she's bred for by Curlin, but hopefully we get to see Secret Oath here on Cotillion Day.
Yeah, I mean, she made that move. She couldn't sustain it, but Nest, I know they're not afraid of the 1.25 mile distance.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I think sky's the limit for her.
Yeah, no, she's good and getting better, and it's interesting. Secret Oath got her in Kentucky, but now Nest has just gotten a little better in the last couple of months.
Yeah, 2 great fillies, that's for sure. Well, let's head to Monmouth Park. It's the Grade 3 Molly Pitcher Stakes, $400,000, a mile and 16th, and our favorite is Search Results, Chad Brown, Clarovich Stables, Flavian Pratt.
Chad Brown, this horse was so good, Search Results in the Ogden Phipps. Remember, she ran Latruska right out of the race on Belmont Day, had to settle for 3rd, but she was easily the best horse in the race. In my opinion, she was the most likely winner on this whole card. I did not think she could lose.
Yeah, Bonnie South gets second choice at 5-1. Brad Cox, Florent Drew, we see that team a lot. And she's by Munnings, and she sure looks like a Munnings.
Yeah, it's interesting. She actually likes the longer distances by Munnings. She ran in that Ogden Phipps, a pretty distant 4th behind Search Results. And of course, leader of the band, John Service, Will Schwartz, had such a great year last year, off to a pretty good start here in 2022. And I called John the day before the race. That's what's going on. He says, never better. She's going to run the race of her life. I was in the Monmouth contest, and I said, you know what? She's going to run the race of her life. She can be second to Search Results. I didn't think she could win, but I thought she could be second.
Yeah, she looked great in the paddock getting ready. Jockey Frankie Pennington made the trip to ride leader of the band. Let's see what happens. Here's the call of the Molly Pitcher.
Penny Baker takes the lead. Penny Baker in front. Search Results comes after her. And Best Dream trying to hang in there down at the rail, fighting back at this stage. In the meantime, leader of the band drafting in behind this trio as Search Results now makes a bold move on the outside, and Search Results is the new leader. Best Dream angling around. Penny Baker drops back as they reach the top of the stretch, and leader of the band now moves clearly into second. Down at the rail, Army Wife and Bonnie South. But it's all Search Results with a 16th to go.
Well, just like Dick said what would happen, Search Results with a really good second from our girl, leader of the band. She was our 3-year-old filly champion here at Parks last year. And just exactly like we played out on paper.
Yeah, I mean, it was interesting. When I kept looking at the race, I said, look, Army Wife is going to be chasing. That's hard to do. I'm not sure what kind of form Bonnie South is in. I knew Frankie gave leader of the band a great ride on the inside where she started from, and it just looked like a 3-1 to me. It was interesting. The exacta paid 40, Danny, as they came out of the gate. Ended up at 24. Now, I had some of it. I didn't have that much of it. But thank you, John, and thank you, Will Schwartz and Frankie, because it got me third in the Monmouth contest, which got me an entry into the Breeders' Cup contest in November.
Oh, that's always exciting. And I was there. I got to capture it on video and get all the emotion. I hung with Frankie's wife, Jen Pennington, and we were literally shaking. We were so proud of leader of the band.
She finished second, but to me, she won.
Right.
She won the other race. I guess, again, Search Results was going to win, but the leader of the band was great.
Yeah. Well, let's keep it going with the girls. It's the Grade 2 Shootie Stakes up at Saratoga, 1 mile and 1/8, $200,000 for fillies and mares. And our favorite is Malathot. She's just the slight favorite here for trainer Todd Pletcher.
Yeah, Malathot, every time they ran against each other last year, Malathot beat Clariere. Clariere finally got her in the Ogden Phipps. And people are going, nah, I don't think that was real. Let's see her do it again. So they made Malathot the favorite again.
Yeah, and Clariere, second choice, like we talked about. She did win our Cotillion, so she's always has a place in our hearts.
Yeah, and look, I mean, we're talking 2 daughters of Curlin here, matching up. Pletcher, Asmussen, Rosario, Velasquez. Doesn't get much better than this.
Here's what happens in the Shootie.
Exotic West takes the field to the backstretch through a quarter in 24 3/5 seconds. It's Exotic West by 3/4 of a length. Crazy Beautiful is on the outside in second, and then Malathot and Clairiere down towards the rail. Exotic West is in front here. Crazy Beautiful inching a bit closer now on the outside, and Malathot is third, just 2 lengths from the lead, and Clairiere is right alongside. The half mile, 49 2/5 seconds. Not much pace here. Crazy Beautiful now moves right alongside of Exotic West, and Malathot makes a move now on the outside. Clairiere is in behind horses as the field now heads into the far turn. It is Crazy Beautiful who has the lead. Exotic West down at the rail. Malathot on the outside, and Clairiere 3/4 went in 1:13 4, and they're coming for the top of the stretch with Crazy Beautiful on top here. Clairiere a bit tough to handle there, looking to come through down at the rail. Here comes Clairiere up the inside. Here's Malathot on the outside as they move down for the 8th pole. It is Clairiere, Malathot, Crazy Beautiful in between those two. It is Clairiere and Malathot on the outside.
Clairiere said, doing it with or without you, Joel, but they did win together up the rail. It was an exciting race.
It was exciting. Clairiere has just gotten better as a 4-year-old. I think we all thought that was going to happen. She's maybe the best bred horse in training. Look, it wasn't Joel Rosario's finest moment. I don't know what he was doing, Danny. He kept getting into one problem after another. All she had to do was drop back and come around. He was on the best horse. And Malathot ran well again, like she always does, but it appears as if Clairiere has just passed her. All last year as a 3-year-old, it was all Malathot. To me, Clairiere is just a better horse right now.
You can see the grit and determination in her face. Her body looks like perfection. Steve, they have her in impeccable form.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens when they get together with search results, and Latruska will be back. And Latruska in a race where she's loose on the lead is a lot more dangerous than she was in that situation in New York when she got search results and Latruska ran head and head.
Yeah, I know it was a small field, but I'm liking what I see from our girl Clairiere.
No doubt.
It's going to be an exciting rest of the year, but we're going to head to another break. When we come back, our jockey and trainer of the week and more on race recap. Stick around.
Turning for Home is a nonprofit that has provided nearly 2,800 former racehorses with a safe retirement. The program was created through the foresight of the Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association.
We all love animals, and to give back to something that helps us so much, it's a great thing.
Responding to the need for a better system that addressed the uncertain future for the retiring equine population at Parks Racing, the PTHA rallied horsemen to support the program.
These horses can do anything from hunter jumpers to western to therapeutic riding.
Turning for Home became the first on-track retirement program at a year-round racetrack.
We want to make sure that our horses that have run so well for us over the years get the great opportunity to get a new vocation.
Out of everything that we've done in Pennsylvania for racing, I think that's the thing we can be most proud of.
If you would like to help these amazing animals find a great second career and forever home, please give us a call or contact us at turningforhome.org.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. Our Jockey and Trainer of the Week is brought to you by Turning for Home, our racehorse retirement program here at Parks Racing. And this is a combo win. Our Jockey of the Week is Anthony Nunez with our Trainer of the Week, Carlos Milan. We call him Tito.
Yep.
They teamed up for a double win day on Monday.
Yeah, no question. They're getting it. They got it. Congratulations to you two.
We see Anthony Nunez ride a lot for trainer Ed Coletti on the Uptown Charlie Brown horses, and you will not find a nicer young man on the backside. Well, let's get to race recap. We're going to stick at Monmouth Park. It's the $100,000 Wolf Hill Stakes, 5.5 furlongs on the turf, and it is going to be a speedy first quarter.
Yeah, Breakthrough is loose in the lead at 16-1 with Sammy Camacho, and they are not going to catch Breakthrough. But look at Admiral Abe, the 8-horse from Bobby Moscow at Steph Kahn's stable, given a huge effort, ends up finishing third. Look at this, Danny, claimed for $25,000 January 6th of 2020. Since then, it's won almost $450,000 for Ed Stefanski, Bill Conlon, and Bobby Moscow.
Yeah, Abe's one of the coolest horses around by midshipman. Same sire as Jack O'Hare. We talked about Jack O'Hare. He won our local race of the week. Breakthrough set a course record. It was blistering times.
Indeed it was.
Well, let's stick at Monmouth Park because they had all those big exciting races. It's the $400,000 Grade 3 Monmouth Cup going a mile and an eighth, and you're going to see Informative in there for your Eye St. Louis.
Right, Informative is the 3 at 11 to 1. It's going to come closing, but it's the Chad Brown versus Chad Brown in the stretch. Pipeline's been in front. The 6, the 7, Highly Motivated, who was a really good 3-year-old last year. Remember, just missed beating Essential Quality in the Bluegrass. Taking him a while to get back. He's back. He sets the track record that lasted for a couple of hours. Again, that's how fast the track was. And Informative ran really well to be 3rd. Informative doesn't win much, right? Like only 3 wins out of 34 starts, but how about a mere $350,000 in earnings now for Informative?
Oh, it kind of reminds me of Opportunity that Bob Baffert trained, just that grinding stride.
Coming.
Nice 3rd by him, but Chad Brown, Flavian Pratt, 4 wins, 4 stakes wins. They didn't win the Haskell, but they broke the record.
Yeah, that was right in a row, bang, 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 and then they didn't team up together in a Haskell. Flavian didn't have a mount.
I know.
Tell Jose Ortiz to go back to Saratoga, give Flavian a mount.
Well, I saw them all get on a nice tinted out bus to go back to Saratoga.
I'm sure they were
And Chad
happy.
was there, and they were all in great spirits getting on the van. They had a good day. Well, it's time for Eye on Racing. Del Mar, we haven't talked much about them, but we certainly will. The Grade 1 Bing Cosby, it's a win and you're in for the Breeders' Cup, and the Grade 2 San Diego Handicap.
Yeah, Mandaloon shipping out west for Brad Cox for the San Diego.
Of course, Mandaloon's our Kentucky Derby winner. Laurel Park has 5 stakes. Keep an eye out. We'll certainly see some Parks horses shipping down there. And 3-year-olds are back out at Saratoga in the Grade 2 Jim Dandy.
So we got the Preakness winner early voting. We got the Derby 3rd in Zandon, and we have the Derby 2nd and the Preakness 2nd in Epicenter. Of course, was favored in both of those races. So this is a big showdown. Of course, a prep for the Travers, and I suspect we're going to see some of those horses here for the PA Derby.
That's going to be a good race. I cannot wait to see what 3-year-olds we get. It's going to be a PA Derby to remember. And also the Grade 1 Vanderbilt for our sprinters. I like that race a lot.
Always a fun race.
Yeah, well, it's time for us to take our final break, but when we come back, news and notes. We'll see you just on the other side of this break.
The PA Horse Breeders Association introduces the Pennsylvania Stallion Series. 4 brand new races to be run at parks for PA-sired, PA-bred 2-year-olds. There are 2 $100,000 contests on August 22nd, PA Day at the races. September 24th, PA Derby Day, has 2 more races, each with a $200,000 purse. The PA Stallion Series, yet another reason why Pennsylvania is the premier place to breed and race. For more, please visit pabred.com.
Well, welcome back, everybody. News and Notes is brought to you by the Granny Fund, which helps our continuing education for our backside community. Just want to give a shout out to the family of Tony Caruso. He was a beloved longtime horseman and trainer here, and husband to Sandy Caruso, who's been the very long-time secretary to our racing stewards here. So thoughts and prayers with his family at this time. Yeah, Tony was home with his family, and we certainly will miss him. Well, we're back up on Sirius Radio. I'm up today, 11 a.m., Channel 85. I'll be talking parks.
Yes, you will.
And we have some big news. We have a big title sponsor for our PA Derby.
Yeah, Bet Parks will be the Bet Parks Pennsylvania Derby this year. They'll be the title sponsor, and of course the new app is out. Because you can get anything is on there, casino games themselves, bet anything you want, but the Bet Parks app is one of the best in the business.
Definitely is. Well, and come hang out with us. We race Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. This is our last live racing week before we take our little break. It starts August 8th. We'll be back August 22nd with a big day, PA Day at the races.
Yep.
So make sure you get here. Post time is 12:55. I'll be here on the rail. Well, thanks for watching us this week, Dick, and I appreciate it. We'll see you next week on Let's Go Racing.
And they're off. Speaker's Corner has early speed. Hot Rod Charlie, Midnight Bourbon, American Revolution. American Revolution, a 16th to go. Hot Rod Charlie is opening up. Hot Rod Charlie will win the Pennsylvania